Hey y'all, it's your girl K Divine. I'm coming with a quick word. Your enemies are attacking you based on the old version of you. I'm not sure who this message is for, but I just had a revelation. Um, I can see that when you begin to evolve, when you begin to really take hold and initiative in your life, that scares the people around you who have benefited from your brokenness, and they have benefited from you shrinking yourself and looking for validation outside of yourself and for that approval. So that's why, like your exes, that's why, if you have an ex narcissist, that's why they bring their new supply around you, or they try to find a way to put the new supply in your face. I personally don't recommend keeping them on your social media or checking their social media. I've never been one of those. Once we're done, I really don't give a damn about you and whatever you're doing. And plus, it's like, while I'm trying to get over you, I don't want to see that. So if you're looking at your ex's stuff, like, I recommend that you cut all ties. Stop looking at it. Stop obsessing over them. uh Go watch my video on, was it love or was it attachment slash a trauma bond. um but your enemies are using tactics. That's why they keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. They try to make you jealous because maybe right now you're single and you may be happy single. But in their mind, they still see you as the person that you used to be, the one that was chasing after relationship after relationship. They still see you as the person who felt like they needed to be in a relationship with somebody, the person who needs to have a man in their life, someone who needs to have a girl in their life. They still see you as that person. So, and they feel like, well, since I used to have a connection with this person, or, if it's, they do a third party situation where they might send a couple towards you or something to make you jealous, like, oh, look at this cute couple, look at this person, like people will even like do things based on the lies that they've told people. So someone may have made up a lie about you and said that you are a homewrecker and you steal people's men. So they'll send a couple like near you or whatever to see if you'll flirt with somebody's husband or whatever, even though they know this shit's not true, because they want to believe. So they're desperate. They're desperate for a reaction. They are desperate for a reaction out of you. They are desperate for what they said about you to be true. And so that's why they keep doing the same things over and over and over again. That's why they send the same gang stalkers towards you over and over and over again, because it's not, oh, it's got to be a coincidence that you ran into this person, right? It's just a coincidence. No, they're doing that stuff to you on purpose, and it's because they want you to be the person that you used to be, but you're not that person. And I do understand that sometimes it does feel hard. It feels hard because it's just like, I want this to stop. I want this to end. I don't want, you have, I know it's difficult getting through it. It absolutely is. But when you begin to really detach from it and just peep it and just stay prayed up and just know deep down in your soul and your heart that the Most High is protecting you and watching over you, you are divinely protected in this time. That is why the warfare is so strong right now, because these people are desperate. I made a video last week and I said your enemies, like, they're losing everything right now. These people celebrated your downfall too early when they were laughing it up. What I say a few weeks ago, the narcissist will lose the war to win the battle. They will lose the war to win the battle. All the little tactics and things that they were doing in the beginning, all the people that they were high-fiving in the background every time they felt successful after sabotaging you and slandering you and all these things, now all that shit is coming back around on them. And now they don't know how to handle it. And the funny thing about it is, they need you right now. Because what you did, how you made it through the things they put you through, now a lot of them are experiencing the things that they put you through. Now they're having a hard time maintaining contact with certain people because they're not credible anymore. They spent so much of their energy and time talking about you, sending people your way, causing drama and chaos, that now that you have removed yourself from the situation, now that you aren't participating with people's nonsense and their bullshit, people are like, okay, well, where's the where we've been waiting for the for the show. They are the show. It's the fucking circus. These people are clowns. I remember when I was going through one of the roughest times a few months ago, and I wrote in my gratitude journal one day, you don't have to worry about the clowns if you stop attending the circus. And I really do mean that. Like, stop paying attention. Like, I mean, be aware of them. I'm not saying like completely don't know your surroundings, but tune the other shit out and move in silence, because they are banking on you reverting back to who you used to be. They're banking on you getting so hot about being mistreated and getting so upset about people laughing at you, and people believing lies that they told, and people watching you. Like, they're expecting so much in these times for you to act out of character because it suits their narrative of the things that they're hoping that you do, because they are, and I just said in my last video, like, they are running out of time if they're not already out of time. They promised people a show. They have had people lying in wait for a while now, waiting for your downfall, waiting for you to crumble, waiting to record you being hauled off to jail, record you being hauled off away on a stretcher, being strapped down, going to the fucking psych ward. They were waiting, lying in wait for someone to find you, your cold, lifeless body somewhere because you took your own life. That, and it's sad to say that that's really what, there are people out here that they really want that to happen to you. They want you dead. They want you 6 feet under. They want you to disappear. They want to see you down bad. Like, they want the worst for you. And you have to understand that that's mostly projection. And it's because your existence exposes their true character. They curated this facade for a very long time. They have made adjustments over the years, and they have, because you got to understand, narcissists don't have a real personality. What narcissists do is they take personality traits from other people and adopt them, but they don't have an authentic self. They don't know who they really are. Well, they know who they are. They're ashamed. They're ashamed, and they're afraid of who they truly are. Because, behind closed doors, because I was just thinking about my spiritual beliefs, and there's a content creator, I think his handle is like The Wise One or something. I have to go check. He just posted a video not too long ago saying something along the lines of, they they think they think that they're good people, but it's because they pick who they want to bully. And that is so true, because they think that they're good people. They want to believe that they're good people because they only pick on certain people. And especially like if it's like a religious type of group, because I've said this before, and I'll go into a deeper dive one day about my thoughts on organized religions and how people weaponize, especially Christianity, to hurt people. Because people will say, like, because if you're spiritual like me, where I incorporate a lot of different things that stem from my Christian background, but also from new practices that I have adopted over time. And I have incorporated all those, and those things work for me. They don't have to work for everyone else and make sense for them, but it works for me. And there are people who believe that just because I'm spiritual and I don't believe in their Jesus, his name was Yahshua, but I don't believe in the way that they believe, that it's okay to pick at me and to be disrespectful to me because, oh, well, she doesn't believe what I believe, but you don't even believe what you believe. You got a lot of lukewarm Christians out here, and lukewarm Muslims, and all these lukewarm super religious people who claim that they persecute other people. It's just like all that stuff we see in the media all the time. The same people who are like attacking the LGBTQIA plus community, and then one of the state representatives is found guilty of some sort of heinous homosexual act, like or the Catholic priest assaulting young boys. Like, it's things like that when they come out and people want to be hush hush about it, and it's like, but then these are the same people who weaponize the Bible to condemn other people. These people want to condemn you for who you are and your beliefs and your practices simply because they don't benefit them. And in order for them to feel powerful, in order for them to feel superior, they need you to shrink yourself. They need you to act like you're not there, so they can, and that's why they pretend like you're not there. Because you'll even see this like on the road. Like, I've noticed that like people will pretend like they will cut you off and all of that and pretend like you're not there, but it's because subconsciously they know that you ain't one of those people. Like, it's crazy, y'all. That's why sometimes it may be hard for those who are gang stalked. It may be hard for you to differentiate between people who are gang stalking you and just evil people, because they really all do the same shit. Everyone isn't gang stalking you, but there are just a lot of miserable ass people in this world who gotta find somebody to pick on. And I don't know why they love to pick on us. And maybe it's because of that empathy. They can tell that you're a compassionate and empathetic person, but you ain't no weak ass bitch. And that's really what they want to believe. People take silence for weakness. They take stillness for weakness. They think that because you don't come in the room loud trying to show off who you are, that makes you weak. But the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. The person who is quiet and is able to observe and see everything, that's usually the smartest and strongest person in the room, and that is you. And they are anticipating you going back and reverting back to old ways because that's what other people have been telling them. That's the person that they think that they're going to encounter. So these people are coming towards you believing that you are going to give them some sort of show. And then when they see you and they come in your presence, then they get scared. These people are cowards because none of them will ever talk to you. Not a single one of them have, not a single one of the people who I've never met, but they heard something negative about me from someone else. Not a single one of them has ever come up to me and said, my name is such and such, and, I am cool with this person and they told me this and that about you, but I have never, but based on what I've seen, you're not like that. Nobody's big enough to do that. They gonna stick with the abuser because it's easier for them. But they'll never admit that they're scared of you. They will never admit it, but they are terrified of you. You are a glitch in their program. And that's cognitive dissonance. I'm going to do a video about how cognitive dissonance be whooping your enemy's ass every day. It seriously is whooping their ass. They have no idea the time, effort, and energy it took for you to even get to this point. They have no idea how many sleepless nights you had, how many times you cried yourself to sleep, how many relationships you had to let go of because people have betrayed you, the hurt, the pain, the suffering that you have been through. I'm doing this video right now as I'm in pain. Like, I'm trying not to think about it, but it's like I've been dealing with so much, like some of us are disabled. Like, y'all should know by now, like, I'm autistic and I have ADHD. Those are disabilities. I don't give a fuck how anybody wants to flip it. And I don't want to hear that bullshit of, well, you don't look autistic. What the fuck does it look like? What does it look like? Because I have my own personal struggles. I'm also chronically ill, been trying to get a diagnosis for years, still haven't found a doctor. Like, it's like we all have our own struggles and stuff. And it's like the fact that you're able to persevere through that every day, that really what pisses them people off. They hate how strong you are because they themselves are really weak. Like I've been saying, these people are the same people who are codependent. They can't be by themselves. They can't be in the quiet for 20, 30 minutes. They always need sound. They always need a distraction. They always need something to stimulate them, because if the minute that they have to start dealing with themselves is the minute that all that shame and guilt comes in, they need to project that onto you. They don't want to be accountable for their life. They want to blame you for the way that their life is going. That's why they have to make you the problem. You're never going to find peace with those people. And they want you to be who you used to be, and you're not that person. You're not that person, and don't allow yourself to revert back into old ways simply because the people around you don't like the new you. That's a good thing. If people start falling off in your life, that's not a reason to start going back to what you was doing. That's a reason to keep going forward, because that means you're doing something right. That means that these people know that you're on a better path, but they just can't stand to see you do it. And they want what you have, but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to have to. It's them same people, like I've used this analogy before, but like on my 600-pound life, they claim that they want to lose weight and be healthier, but then when they get home and it's time to do the diet, now it's, well, I was sad, and well, it's been really hard, and it's just like, you can make up all the excuses, but unless you're going to make the necessary changes that you need to make in order to become the person that you want to become, nothing is going to change. And that ties back into these people weaponizing their religious beliefs to manipulate situations. There's a lot of people who will say things like, oh, well, just pray about it. And it's like, prayer without works is dead. I did pray about it, and now I'm doing something about it, and now you're mad because what I'm doing isn't in alignment with what you wanted me to do. That's not my problem. I'm not here to appease you. I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself. Quite frankly, I don't care about you and what you're doing. But they want to feel so important. They want to feel important in your life. And people that you don't even know. Especially these people nowadays that are still hanging on to these racist beliefs. They think that millennials and the Gen Zers are gonna be bowing down to them because, oh well, this it's a white man. No, I don't, sir. I don't know you. I can be respectful, but I'm not. I don't believe. I don't hold that belief, sir. I don't think of myself as less than anyone, and I don't see anybody above me. And I think I've said this in another video. Like, I bow my head to no man. Okay, you are not the most high. I will not bow to you. And these are the same Christians that talk about false idols and false gods. And it's like, you want me to bow to you as if you were a God in my life, and you are not my God. So if you're racist, that's on you. You can go be racist over there. You can go be sexist over there. You can go be homophobic over there. You're not going to get what you want out of me because I'm just not going to talk to you. And that's what they want. That's what they want. That's why I told y'all in my last video, like, I don't even, this is why I don't even look at some people in the eyes. Like, I won't even give you eye contact because you're not even worth it to me. Because I already know what you want to do. I already know you want to start some drama. I already know you want to start some mess with me because that's what they do. These people are cowards. They want you to be the old you. They want you to shrink back into the person that makes them feel more comfortable because God forbid these people be uncomfortable. But you know what? We're in a time right now where people need to be uncomfortable. People need to really look at what is happening in this world. People really need to get right. And getting right don't look the same for everybody. Okay? I don't know what's good for you, but I know what's good for me, and I'm going to keep doing what's good for me. And a lot of people want you to stop being that person. They want you to stop glowing up. Keep glowing up. Keep making these people mad because they're going to stay in the same spot, and they're going to have no choice but to watch you rise. There is no going back from here. It's only up from here. It's your girl K Divine, guys. I love you guys so much. That was my message. If you would like to donate to my channel, please feel free to buy me a coffee. I'll put the link in the description down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will be posting hopefully soon. I'll have availability to do some coaching calls. So I'll let y'all know when that drops. I love you guys. Have a good evening. Sorry, I had to jump on here and do this real quick because it was in my spirit. I knew it was necessary. But thank you for participating in my content. It's your girl K Divine, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.